Welcome again to another episode of ENF Dine. I'm Edgar,
And I'm Fabian.
and today Fabian's gonna tell us a story.
What we're talking about today is Luka
Shit.
Magnotta. First things first, that's not his name to begin with. Obviously, he changed it. A lot of these guys like to change their name. You know, his name, I believe, is Eric Clinton Kirk Newman. He killed one guy, but he also did damage to other animals, which is just as terrible. This guy, he's a Canadian dude, lived with mom and dad, had two younger siblings, brother and sister. I guess was like really into like modeling and trying to be somebody like that.
So he's a modeling cat killer?
Him and his brothers were homeschooled for a little bit, you know. Eventually he went out to like straight up into like school and stuff like that, you know, was doing whatever, doing schoolwork. As he gets older, he starts getting into like the business like of being like modeling.
Bro.
He starts being like a escort and stripping, like a male escort, male stripper. You know, I've heard those things come hand in hand.
Shit.
I don't know, but that's what I heard. And then he started doing like a few a few porno videos, like, you know, just like, hey,
What?
he's trying to make money. He's trying to make money.
I respect it.
But hey, still,
I mean, like,
to each his own.
Right.
To each his own. You know, so he was doing, you know, he's doing this thing, you know, trying to like, I guess ideally what he was trying to really come after was fame. That's really what he wanted to do, you know. So I mean,
maybe you're popular.
it went by like various like pseudonyms, how they call it, you know. My funny, well, the one that I thought was funny was Jimmy. He'd go by Jimmy. This guy does not look like a Jimmy. He went by Jimmy Angel. Eventually, what like that then led into like him wanting to like, you know, get more fame. So he started auditioning for like I don't know,
Shows or anything?
yeah,
Or,
like I don't want to
commercials?
say like reality TV shows or maybe reality TV shows, but
Commercial?
no, not commercials.
Oh.
It was just like random shows that he wanted to do. I mean, he got denied a couple times and stuff like that, which it happens.
I saw a picture of that dude on the show.
So you kind of,
I mean, like,
he's not like a terrible looking
Yeah.
guy, you know, but still
Looking
like
cat.
it's like everybody has their like.
Pun intended. I mean, anyway.
Not funny. Eventually, this guy starts uploading the cat part, like the videos. He starts literally like, he does like, I believe like first how it shows up. It was called, I believe, like two kittens, one guy, or one guy, two kittens.
Right.
I believe he used it in a way where like, because a lot of people know of this thing called two girls, one cup.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess he used that to kind of like grab people's attention, which it obviously did. And so this guy, he ended up like throwing like two kittens into like plastic bags and like literally just like use like those like the vacuums and like
those suction bags?
yeah, and it's like literally just suck the air, literally suck the life out of those cats, like just flat out suck that. And he uploaded it to like to YouTube. Like he straight up uploaded it to
That's
YouTube.
disgusting. Jesus.
And I mean, they were there for a couple of days, but like people actually saw them. Like people actually like saw the videos because they were actually also reaction videos. Like they were actually reaction videos.
Like, people watch this video for fun?
No, I don't
Oh,
want to
you're trying
say
to say
for
that?
fun. So how should I say it? I don't want to say it's for fun, but some of us people are intrigued by like certain things, you know, which is why we're right here. And so he uploaded it to like this the website, I believe it's called bestgore.com, which is also like 4chan and like all those other sites where you're like, what you won't find on your Google search, you know, it'll show up right there. And so like
jacked.
yeah, so he ended up posting that video. Shortly after, he posted another one where he like literally had a kitten, taped it to a broom or a stick, and he just like starts dipping it in the water, like, you know.
Tell you what, I don't really like cats too much, but even for me, that loves dogs and animals in general, that's taking it too far.
No, yeah, because it's like,
I don't even know how that dude could do that.
I'm like, dude, that's an animal, man. Like,
No.
it's not doing anything to you. So like he dips it in there, ends up drowning the cat.
Jeez.
The first video was uploaded to like YouTube, and then eventually he managed to upload it to like Facebook. So like other people started watching it or like saw it, and then
It's pretty upsetting. It's just,
and so he had those two videos. And he had another one where he flat out like had this big old snake or like probably like a python or something. Yeah, like just like on his bed, and he just had the kitten right there, and you can literally like see like the kitten is nearby, and the snake is like a huge old snake, like probably like 90 or 100 pounds. You know, like those things are pretty heavy. So a long time ago, yeah, I had a snake on me. And they're scary. It's cold and scary. It's weird.
I don't play games with snakes.
Literally, you see that thing just like jump at it. So, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, dude, like.
Wait, like the snake on TV on this.
On the video, yeah, he jumped at the cat and like snagged it. So, he like uploaded those 3 videos. Eventually, like, this guy was tracked down pretty much based by like what people did like around the world, like people that were like, dude, I am not gonna stand for this.
Does it have lemon?
It's a lemon pepper fry. As they're doing that in the background, you know, in the back, you know, he doesn't know. He's just continuing doing his thing. He eventually, like all people, it starts with animals and then it escalates into people. He literally posted up this Craigslist post. Or let me tell you what his post, see if you would like be interested.
Right.
You know, looking for a man, homosexual, preferably good looking, between the ages of like 18 and 30, wanting to do a bondage film for free. He posted, and surprisingly, he got a call.
Somebody called?
Yeah, somebody
Wow.
called.
Okay.
Somebody called. Somebody called.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, I get it. You know, hey man, maybe you're either like trying to get into the showbiz, or maybe the guy that called was like, you know, I'm just here for the fun. Which, hey, to each his own.
Hung up, refill.
This guy, you know, he answered his Craigslist post. You know, dude shows up. You know, they're like, they go, I guess, to go out for a drink, whatever, do their thing. You know, comes back home. So, and now this thing, he actually the video that he was gonna make, he actually like posted the video too as well. So like the video, I don't know if some of you guys saw it or not. If you guys did, let me know. But the video was called "One Lunatic, One Ice Pick,"
Jeez.
or "One Ice Pick, One Lunatic." And if you were to see a title, "One Ice Pick, One Lunatic," what do you think you're gonna see? Like a lunatic?
I don't know, like a crazy dude. I don't know, killing you, stabbing you. Shit, I don't know. Tell you what. But it could be totally wrong. It could be like frozen.
It's pretty much, yeah. Literally, one lunatic with an ice pick. A little backstory about the guy that actually answered the Craigslist post. His name is Jun Lin, an international student. He's from Wuhan, China. He literally lived in Canada for about a year before, you know, he answered this Craigslist post, and, you know, he probably was just like, hey, you know, like, new to the country, you know, like trying new stuff out.
That's
know,
what
like,
people do, go on Craigslist, do something crazy.
right, you know, like
stupid.
every now and then, you know, you want to just do something out of the box. So he went for it. They met up, you know, and so in the video, has the dude tied up like on the bed, you know, like, don't ask how you know, but I heard how I know. I heard, and he like, I think Luka sat on this guy's face for a bit, or vice versa, something like that, you know. So it was just getting into the video, you know, like that's what was the Craigslist post, you know, like a bondage kind of thing. So obviously he knew that he was gonna get tied up and stuff like that. So it was consensual.
I've never seen a bondage film, but now you explain it, I'm like, okay. I could see there's ropes.
It's all consensual, man. It's all
Right.
consensual. So, and then just out of nowhere, like, the dude brings an ice pick, just starts stabbing him in the stomach. Like,
After all that,
yeah, sat on his face and then
Jeez,
started
what?
stabbing him in the stomach. like started stabbing him in the stomach, you know, so obviously the dude is dying at the time. I believe he also gets like a kitchen knife, stabs him. With the kitchen knife, he like cuts him off, like not like he just chops him up, starts cutting him up.
Like you chop something in pieces.
Yeah, not like a lot of pieces, well, a decent amount of pieces, but
Crazy.
like, oh no, like, so I believe he like cuts the arm off. So he cuts the guy's arm off, grabs that guy's arm off, and then starts like masturbating himself
Oh,
with the other dude's arm. Like, then that's when we start getting into necrophilia, which I didn't know much about until, you know, like a few years ago. I heard that word being thrown around and I wasn't sure. And for some of you that don't know, necrophilia is like literally like when you're having sex with the corpse, somebody that is dead. That's that's necrophilia. Yeah. So like at that point,
like a body in the morgue.
Yeah. So like morticians. I don't know. Maybe I don't. To each his own. I believe there was I believe like a more extensive video that like the Canadian police had, and
those people had to watch that on for real though.
Well, yeah, I have to watch like
try to get like evidence and all.
No, and and you don't watch it one time, you watch it multiple times.
That's a good way to scar yourself forever.
They gotta catch this guy.
Yeah, true.
And so, and I believe in that video they were saying that like he then ended up like feeding pieces now of the June to a dog, and they were saying that like he also like ate a few pieces of it. He did that, posted the video, people saw it. People actually saw it. They then started reporting it. Some people did. The police did at first. Didn't want to believe it because I believe the first report, which is kind of like interesting, was like the first report from that came from like an attorney in Montana in the U.S.
Yeah.
Called them up in Canada and was like, "Yo, dude, like this guy, like he's killing animals and just killed the guy. Like, check him out."
So how do people find out? Like,
cause like so it's just like on Facebook. So like think of like so some of those people.
I thought it was on the dark web.
Well, yeah, but this guy actually managed to post it also on Facebook. You know, because he was just trying to like get it out. So he posted that, and so like those few people that saw it, you know, they like. So then they started like the manhunt started.
Man.
Try to like, and it was going from like both sides. The police were looking for him. Not only the police, but also like the community, the people that were like,
people like
pissed off on them.
Yeah.
They were like doing their own research. Like, I mean, if you guys ever see the Netflix show, like these guys got really into it, man. Like they did a lot of work for the police. Like they got into it. This guy, like once he released the video, I believe was like on the 26th of May, 2012. They like released the video. You know, he dashed out, obviously. He fled the scene. You know, cops went to his place, didn't find him. He was there, so they started looking for him. You know, like, okay, well, where did this guy go? You know, like, what is he about? You know, what? So he flew out to Paris. Literally, the day before the video was released or something, he bought a ticket, flew to Paris. From Paris, then took like a bus to Berlin. As that was happening, I guess he had like pre-packaged the body parts of the guy of June, and body parts were like ending up at like municipal parts and stuff like that around Canada and stuff like that. So like, you know, like limbs, like an arm or a foot. You know, like this guy even went to the edge to even like send to elementary schools and like or like schools, like actually schools. And I'm like, dude, that's too much. Like the funny part, how they like found him. Remember how I told you how this guy was like wanted fame and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So like he was obsessed with himself. So like they literally found him at a Berlin cafe. He was literally like, just like watching the news reports about himself.
Oh shit.
You know, like, which is what a huge thing that happens with these guys. You know, like with these guys and girls that like they do something. They're like, well, dude, I want to see if people are like looking after me or looking for me and stuff like that.
They're like that rush.
Yeah, you know, so like that's what he, you know, so he was just like chilling in there having his chai latte or whatever.
Yeah.
And then looking at the news, and then boom, he gets hammered. Goes to jail, has to serve. So he's in Berlin. You know, I believe they tried to trial him there, but they're like, oh, you're not from us. You're not here. You know, well, we're
you.
Go back home. So they ship him back home to Canada, where over there they had already had like a whole like Canada-wide kind of thing, like manhunt for him from like the RCMP, and so they were straight up looking for him. They sent him back, you know, and then you went to trial. I believe trial and all that court was like 12 weeks or so. Ended up having to do serve a life sentence, you know, which is
good. Yeah, I mean,
that's what he deserves.
Man,
how things are right now, his mom is trying to petition for him to be released from jail because of how health conditions are currently. And I'm like, no. I'm sure there's other people in there, that probably, you know, took like a stick of gum or something. Sure, you know, let them, you know.
Yeah.
We don't need more people like this guy out here.
Man.
Yeah, so
Ladies tripping.
I think that pretty much wraps this guy up.
This story is on Netflix, so if you want to check it out, go ahead and anything else you want us to do, just let us know in the comments down below, and we'll try to do the best we can, and
we'll see what we got for you next week or next episode and stuff like that. And
so again, I guess this is ENF and Dine, and I'm Edgar,
and I'm Fabian,
and we'll see y'all next time.
Alrighty, y'all, take it easy.